Like, do you speak differently to the guy who's planting in a post-Christian culture than to a guy that's speaking to a pre-Christian culture? And like, what is the nature of that?
Yeah, and that's what gets hard, even when you're thinking about just planting domestically, right? I forget the name of the book, but someone's argued that the United States is made up of 7 different nations, right?
Right.
And so, kind of the Northeast, Southeast, all of that stuff, and that there's really, in essence, different cultures, like nations, almost presented in those. We can capture it in that way. But yeah, I think to a post-Christian culture, one has to go in almost with the mindset of like, so I'm going to use the whole Matthew 9, the harvest is plentiful, the laborers are few. If you know that the terrain is extremely different, then you got to come in sometimes with different tools and a different approach to be able to how you go about it. And I do think, it may seem good or bad to say this, I don't know, but I do think post-Christian cultures are much harder because I think the exterior is much harder because it's been tilled. And now it's kind of just crusted up, if you want to use that analogy. Whereas like, pre-Christian cultures or where their gospel never really has been proclaimed, where it's like that first generation, it's just everything's so like, it's just never been exposed. And so you're really trusting the Lord in the planting of the seeds and just allowing that to grow accordingly. And so, I think there's definitely ways to be able to train our students differently based upon the context in which they're going into.